Alright, welcome to another M11 draft. I want to try an experiment here. I want to try to force the mill deck. This is not the best first pack to open and try to do it. I'm tempted to just take Protean Hydra because it's sort of the best card in this deck. My original plan was to definitely go blue and possibly either white or black, depending on which one happened more easily. White for stuff like excommunicate and pacifism, some of the you know notable effects like that, and black for removal and Cyan and Blood being actually a pretty good one because you can target them to mill them basically. But white blue, I think I'll just take the Hydra to get it out of there. My tentative plan is to still force this mill deck though, so we'll see. Okay, well there's Mystifying Maze and Condemn, which seems like the pick. If I want to continue thinking about forcing this mill deck, Condemn is probably the best pick, but Cancel, Child of Night, Assassinate would all be decent options. I think I'm just going to take Condemn though, it's the best card in this pack. Mystifying Maze is also worth considering, but I feel like Condemn is stronger. So yeah, back to the philosophy of this forced mill. I don't think it's that powerful. I think it's an interesting experiment. Some people out there may be as curious as I am and lack either the means or the conviction, both of which I have. So I'm going to try this out. I may just end up in a white-blue deck or something instead. Or green-white even, but hopefully not. Okay, interesting. Well, the best laid plans, right? That's pretty good. White seems very open. At this point, I have two very good win conditions that will probably kill them faster than trying to mill them. That said, if I take this, White Knight is now the best card in the pack, which is somewhat unfortunate signal-wise. I think if I were going for the mill deck, Augury Owl would probably be the right pick here, but I'm going to take the Vengeful Archon. Okay, here's the first place where we could start moving towards the mill force with Jace's Eraser. Time Reversal. It's the opposite of what I need for that deck. So basically, I can continue with my original plan of forcing the mill strategy and take Jace's Eraser. Or I think my other best option is to take an early Squadron Hawk. If I take this guy this early, I can probably pick up several more of them and it becomes very powerful. And that, in the fact that I'm already fairly committed to white, seems pretty good. It's funny, I did consider taking the Wild Griffin over the Protean Hydra because of the Force idea. Yeah, at this point, the Force is not looking great. I think the Squadron Hawk is better than Jace's Erasure there. We'll see if that wheels. Alright. So what am I going to pair white with? I can take Nightwing Shade and try to pair it with black. I have passed some somewhat good black, though. That may be a bad decision. There's also Preordain. Obviously, I haven't passed a lot of blue, hence sort of being stuffed on my plan to force blue. Yeah, it's really Nightwing Shade or Preordain. Or Palace Guard, I guess, sends a pretty strong signal. I think I'll just take the Preordain. Well, now we'll take the Shade. Ah, foresee. Yeah, I should have taken that Preordain. Okay, so blue is actually open. Also the War Priest of Thune, but not really a great idea. Spineworm, but foresee. Well, Garrick's Companion, if I want to continue with green, that's a pretty late Garrick's Companion. My opinion of Scroll Thief has increased recently. And Sacred Wolf I don't usually want to take unless I have a good enchantment for him already. So it's either Garrick's Companion and move into sort of a weak stance on green, or take the Scroll Thief. I think taking the Scroll Thief is better here just because it sends a more obvious signal that blue has been cut. I could also take the Elite Vanguard, which isn't a terrible idea if I'm going for the white weenie approach. You know what? That might be the way to go here. I'm going to go with the Elite Vanguard. It's not that great of a card, but the bunch of Squadron Hawks and Elite Vanguards can end the game. And hilariously, I think I could take the Unholy Strength, but I think I'll just take the Silvercoat Lion. I might end up trying out this white weenie strategy that is probably fairly terrible, but whatever. Wow, Sign in Blood made it all the way around. That is insane. Okay, black may still be the option then. And I think Palace Guard gives me some flexibility. Nature Spiral could get me my Hydra back or my Archon back. I don't think I'm going to have trouble getting guards. This keeps, well, that cuts white more. Yeah, I'll do this for the signal. I may end up playing that card. It's certainly playable. And Tomb is also a reasonable option. And look, the Jace's Eraser came around anyway. Yeah, I mean, most people try to do the, pick up these cards when you can, when it's convenient for the first couple packs, and if it seems like you're just accidentally making the mill deck, then commit. But I had this theory earlier that it might be better to attempt to force the deck with the option of bailing for a more powerful strategy if it doesn't come together. It's basically a very slight difference in perspective that may result in some 5, 10, 20% of the picks going in the opposite direction. Take the forest for signals. Alright, we're done here. Move on to pack 2.